Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Hobility channel. So for this episode, I would like to share with you my personal user experience and review based on this Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro. I have been using it for a week, so stay tuned. Now I'm going to do some comparison based on the Mi 10T Pro with the iPhone 11 Pro, because both of them are using the 7nm technology of processor, so it's a kind of good for us to do some comparison. So this comparison and this review is based on few aspects. So now we go with the number one, the screen. A lot of people say that the Mi 10T Pro, the screen is not really good because they are not using OLED or Super AMOLED or even AMOLED as well. They're just using an LCD IPS screen. But I just want to say that actually the screen actually is not really bad. Let me put one for you and see. You can see from here that it's really clear and sharp. A lot of reviewers in the internet saying that, oh, because of LCD screen, this punch hole and this side over here, when you're using a white color wallpaper, you'll see some kind of black color shadow on it. But for me, yeah, it will, but as a average user like me, I don't think we could keep focusing on the shadow. And we are not that OCD, actually, we'll keep looking at the shadow. So for us as an average user like me, I just look at the content of the entire phone, not focusing on the side. Okay, I think a lot of people might agree with me. You look at this is an iPhone 11 Pro. They are using a Super Retina XDR. So as you can see that, basically, I would not see any big difference in terms of screen display. Only one thing I find out is the viewing angle of it. You can see that the LCD viewing angle is a kind of, okay, when you go the sideways, you can see that the iPhone still very clear on the side viewing, and the LCD actually is not that clear anymore. So especially when you use this phone put at the side like the table, when you want to check some notification, when you try to view from the side, you will find out the display will not be that clear anymore compared with this. But one thing is good for this phone is, as we know, this phone actually support 144 refresh rate. So as you can see that the whole screen is flawless. It's so smooth and fast. You can see from here. Now let me show you. Comparing with the iPhone 11 Pro, as you can see, this is 60 Hz. You can see there's some kind of jerky motion in between. Can you see that the shadow over in between? So comparing with this, you can see that it's very, very smooth. There's something good about this. Okay, there's something good about it. And another thing, of course, I prefer my iPhone because of the size. Maybe this screen is a bit big compared with this, so I still prefer my iPhone size because it's a one hand, you can operate with one hand easily. But this is definitely not one-handed phone, because when I want to reach on this side, so you find that it's a bit hard to reach. So this is something that I'm not used to this phone on my personal review. Okay, that's a point number one. Point two, the sound. Of course, this one actually support a two speaker. One is over here. Another one actually using this what we call the phone speaker as a speaker to produce a sound for the both side. So what I find out for this phone is actually it's very good. Okay, when you try to watch some show and movie, for example, let's say I want to watch some anime. For example, this is Demon Slayer. You will find that it's kind of loud also. This is the maximum. Then even you can see that the sound doesn't blast at all, but it still can do some adjustment over here. Because you're watching movie, you can see from here the sound you still can do adjustment. Like the clarity, you can go on to the max, and the volume you still can boost some more. In terms of sound quality, you can see that it's kind of nice and good. It's very loud, and you can see that The speaker doesn't blast at all, okay? It doesn't crack. A lot of people complaining that say that this speaker is not really bass enough. So I just want to say that this is a small tiny speaker. You can't expect for bass from a small speaker like this. So iPhone actually produce the same thing as well. But one thing good about iPhone is when you try to listen to some music, okay, listen to the music, you'll find out the music playback for this is more spacious compared with this. This one actually you will find out the sound quality of listening music is not really good. So I don't think I'm going to play any music here because otherwise the YouTube will ban my music clips. Alright, they will just block the sound effect on it. So I just want to say that if you want to talking about just listening to the music by using the speaker, iPhone actually is better because you can feel the spacious of the sound compared with this. This one, when you go to the maximum volume, it just feel loud. It just feel loud, but it doesn't feel the clarity and the quality of the music. And one thing is really bad about this phone is it doesn't support any high-res music support comparing with the Sony. I have a Sony actually Xperia 10. So this Sony Xperia 10 actually able to support the high resolution music playback. One of the thing because both of them actually, of course, their own codec of producing the music, but both of them, if you want to talking about the music quality and listening experience, because two of them doesn't come with any kind of 3.5mm headphone jack, so that's why the music quality is a bit drawback. Comparing with the Xperia phone, they come with a 3.5mm jack, so that's why the listening experience will be good. But if you are using a Bluetooth speaker or Bluetooth headphone, by listening to music for both of them, I can't feel any different of it. Because both of them I tested by using my own Bose QC35-2 to test the music quality for both of them by using the Bluetooth, but you can't feel any different. So that I'm using my Xperia as well, it doesn't feel any different at all. So in terms of music quality, it's a kind of good, but of course you don't listen to the music by using the phone speaker, but it doesn't sound good at all. Alright, so that is my review on the sound. Third, the UI. This is something very interesting about it. So me, actually everyone know that me is so-called a China Apple. Okay, me also known as a China Apple. Alright, let me unlock this first. Okay, as you can see that the entire UI, it looks very similar with the iPhone. As you can see from here, and even you can download, okay, even you can download a theme actually, because this phone actually supports something called as a theme. Okay, what you can do is, for example, you click on the wallpaper, they will come into a certain kind of their own built-in apps that you can choose their own wallpaper. There's a lot of free wallpaper over here you can choose from. This one thing good about it, you no need to find so hard for it. And not only that, you also can do something called as you can see the category. You can see a lot of different kind of category of wallpaper. This is something that iPhone didn't do. Another thing is you can choose some theme of it. What kind of themes you have. So you can choose an iPhone theme to make the entire phone look very, very similar with the iPhone. Alright, as you can see from here, this is a iOS 14 theme. As you can see that. But even now, I'm using the own built-in theme also. It's a kind of very, very similar with that. As I told you before last time, when you pull down here, the control center, even the gesture also the same. The color scheme also is the same. Both also pull out on the right hand side down. You can see the control center. And the notification is on the left side of it. This is a notification. Both also work the same. Even the head gesture also is the same. As you can see that there's the same thing. I'm going to pull out the bar. Even you can see the bar over here. They look exactly the same also. So this is something good for it. So for those actually using Android, you want to have go to iOS, because for Android user to iOS user, you need some time to get used to it. You need some time to get used to it. But when I'm an iOS user, so now when I switch to the Android, I didn't find anything wrong and nothing with it, because I can't use to it now, because the entire OS, right, entire OS and operation is kind of same and similar with this. Okay, I would say that this is kind of user friendly for this Mi 10T Pro. Number 4, GPS. So both of them actually, of course, come with a GPS. Nowadays, of course, all the what we call the the smartphone must come with a GPS. Let me unlock my iPhone. Alright, so as you can see from here, let me turn on the Waze. Okay, both also have the Waze over here. So when I turn on the Waze at the same time, okay, of course both of them can boot at the same time. I would say that is almost the same. But now you can see here, both of them actually kind of good. They know the where am I. Actually, now I'm in my office, which is actually is a basement. But you can see both of them able to detect where is my location. You can see that both of them can detect where is my location. And just for your information, I didn't turn on this GPS before I enter the shop. So this is the first time for today I turn on the GPS. But you can see that both of them is able to detect where is my proper location. So both of them, I will say that the strength of the GPS is very good. Alright, it's kind of good. But the only thing is, for this Mi 10T Pro, the GPS is very sensitive. When you're driving with this, right, when you look at the map, a lot of time, right, they're losing the direction. Sometimes when you move, right, you will find that the map is keep rotating because, right, the GPS do not know where you're heading to. For example, you're heading to, let's say, to the north. Maybe they're confused that because of maybe in a road at the too many lanes, so they confuse where you're heading. Then you can see the map is keep rotating, turn here and there. Until you go to a straight road, you will see that they only start to stabilize. Comparing with this one actually is kind of steady and stable. For those that really need a GPS to use all the time, I would say this is more reliable compared with this. This is very confusing because sometimes, right, if you really 100% rely on it, you have to make sure you're confident with your own route as well. So because this thing actually will keep rotating. Compared with this, no, it doesn't happen at all. So I would say that both also is strong in GPS, but this is too sensitive. I would say this is too sensitive until sometimes you might confuse. Alright? So that is the thing I find out. Number 5. Movie multitask. This phone actually, the iPhone doesn't come with any kind of movie multitask. When you want to watch any movie clips on it, you will find out you have to watch the movie. You can't do anything at all. I think most of you know about it. But this phone actually kind of interesting. So when you try to watch a movie clip, for example, if you are watching this clip, for example, what you can do, okay, let me reduce the volume. Okay, what you can do from here is, oops, sorry. Okay, for example, let's say when I'm watching this, on this side you can see there's a very small thing over here. Actually, you can press on it. You can do a lot of adjustment. For example, you want to do the volume, quality of the sound, as I mentioned just now, you can do that as well. But not only that, as you can see, there's a lot of tiny icons over here that allowed you to do some multitask. For example, let's say I want to do some other calculator. For example, you can calculate over here, and you can move this thing actually anywhere you like when you're watching the movie. Okay, when you're watching the show. And of course, if you don't like it, you can just move it away. Alright, you can open the other apps also. So all the supported apps actually is over here. You can see even you can do Waze as well. So they become a pop-up window. So this is kind of convenient, especially when there's a message coming in. So you can see WeChat and you can see WhatsApp as well. So when the message coming in, when you're watching it a show, it doesn't interrupt you at all. So when you can try to reply the message, for example, just click on it. You can see that the whole message box will come out. So you can move along with it. So you can make it minimize as well when you're watching it, and you can of course move it away. Alright, that's very, very convenient in terms of multitasking. This is something I really like. Alright. Point number 6. Camera. Okay, let me show you about this iPhone. This iPhone camera, everyone know the iPhone interface camera is very straightforward. As you can see from here. So, photo, everything. There's one thing I don't like about the iPhone is I want to take a photo of the 16:9. So I have to, every time turn on, have to do this again, every time I turn it on. So I have to do a 16:9. Then I can take picture of it. Then of course you can see that iPhone basically all the adjustment you can do it over here. Okay, you can do it over here. As you can see that all the thing you can do. Of course everyone know about it. I think should not be a problem at all. So for me it's kind of okay, just nice, good quality. But comparing with this thing, this is interesting. Let me show you the camera. So when you turn the camera, there's a lot of things you can play with it. Okay, now it's a video. This is a pro mode. Okay, this is a pro mode. Then you can see there's a video mode. Then you can do a photo mode, portrait, and more. This is something good. You can see from here, there's a lot of things you can play with it. So this is a short video, vlog. They will have, if you turn on a vlog, they have some kind of suggestion that how you're going to positioning it. Okay, this is kind of interesting. So, and not only that, you can do like dual camera. Dual video is very, very good. As you can see from here, let me turn it on for you. Dual camera, you can see that they are using the front facing camera, which is over here, you can see, and also here, the main camera, to do recording at the same time. This is very good when you especially do vlogging lah. So you can see half of it. This is very, very nice. So this is something iPhone don't have. You can do a dual camera. And of course, you can do 108 megapixel picture, but I do not encourage you to do that because the file size is very big. And furthermore, you can see it will crop, the entire thing will crop. Okay, the entire video, everything will crop, become a smaller size. So this is something I don't like, so I never use it at all. This is a stick document, time lapse. This is normal. This clone basically you can take, like, you yourself can appear to be two of them at the same time. So this one actually there's some tutorial over here, how you're going to do the clone. Alright, you can play with that. This is some of the gimmick of it. Night, of course. Sorry. Oops, where am I? Sorry, because the camera is blocking my view, so I pressed it wrongly. Panoramic, slow-mo, long exposure. Long exposure is very good to what we call, to take, for example, the water flow. So you can take this long exposure, then you can see that the water actually like still over there. So this is something really interesting, I would say, to play around with the camera. And not only that, for example, when I take video, you can take an 8K video as well. Now I'm doing a 4K. A 4K 30 frame. So 4K 30 frame actually only able to record 8 minutes maximum. But you're using 8K, only 6 minutes is a maximum duration of the entire recording. Alright, this is for okay, steady video. When you do that, when you're running with it, actually it's kind of stable. Alright, so a lot of tasks are being done by a lot of YouTubers. You can take a look of that. So rest of it is nothing much, but I would say that it's very good because a lot of gimmick you can play with this camera. So I would say it's kind of interesting. And not only that, the camera actually, the quality is really good. A lot of people doing a test on the picture of it. I would say that you're taking picture indoor and also during daylight, it doesn't show any difference between the phone. Okay, it doesn't show any different image quality. For me, the only time you can feel the difference in quality is when you're taking the night picture. Okay, let me show you here. So this is the night picture actually I took in front of my house. As you can see from here, I'm using the same thing on the iPhone as well. Let me show you. This is the same scenery. As you can see here, there's a very big difference in terms of color. Okay, both of them are using a wide angle, but you can see the way of wide angle definition is a bit different. Okay, now this one, sorry. So you can see that the sky color is a bit different. This is more like purple. This is a Mi 10T Pro. This is iPhone 11 Pro. This one you can see a bit purple, and this one you can see like a bit orange color. Okay, iPhone is a bit orange in color. So which one actually is the actual color that I'm seeing with my own eye? Actually, is the iPhone. iPhone actually able to produce the exact color that I can see with my own eye, comparing with this. I don't know why the Mi processor, they're trying to readjust the color until the sky turn different kind of color. But one thing good about it is, although you can see that, now this is another picture of it. You can see the color is completely different in terms of what we call, in terms of the sky color. Okay, this is the actual color that's seen with your own eye. This is don't know why the process in different way. But one thing is, you can see this is the iPhone. They're taking a night picture. When you try to enlarge it, you can see they come with a lot of noise in the picture. It's completely blur. Although the color correction is very nice and good in terms of the whole picture, but it creates a lot of noise. But you look at this. This, although I don't know why they changed the entire color, but you see the color when you enlarge it, yes, it's changed, but the noise produced by the camera is minimum. It's kind of less compared with the iPhone. So overall, you can see that how powerful it is. 0.7 battery. This one, they come with a 5 mAh, and I would say the battery is crazy good. This morning I fully charged by the around 8 o'clock. Until now 11 o'clock. You can see that it's still 100%. I just received some message, and I didn't go YouTube or this. I just received messages. Most of the time it's standby, but you can see that it's already still 100%. So the battery is very good comparing with this. iPhone also not bad. But one thing good about this is this one can fully charge in a very short period of time. The fast charge, 33 watt fast charging, is super good. It's super good. Okay, it's super good. So no doubt battery life is good. So I no worry about the battery. Basically, I do not need to bring any power bank out also. Whilst I'm using this all the while, I never need to use any kind of power bank because they will last me for the whole day. Not an issue at all. This one, they will last me for at least 2 days. I do not need to charge at all. Alright? And the last thing I want to say about this something great about this where the iPhone don't have is an IR blaster. Okay, let me show you. So this one can be activated. The IR blaster can be activated from here. You just turn this on. You can see that here, call. Okay, let me unlock it. So this is the Mi remote. I already do 2 of them. One is the aircon, one is the fan. So basically, when you add anything, so you can see a lot of different things you can do. For example, even you're a TV, they cover plenty of brands that you have. Some of the brands I never heard before, also they have a list on it. So there are plenty of brands of television that you can control. So once you pair with that, you can see that there will be a shortcut appear over here. For example, I have a media fan. You can see the fully control on it. So I have another one is an aircon. You can fully control on it as well. Now I'm using the controlling my aircon in my own office. It's a 17 degree. I can see from there. I don't know whether you're able to hear that if I try to off it. I don't know whether you're able to capture the beep sound from the aircon. Okay, even I turn it on. Oh, here cannot. Let me do it. I already turned it on. So everything can be controlled by here. So that is something really nice about this phone. It's very convenient. Alright. This is my personal review based on this particular phone. So I hope you like my review and you like our channel. Please do subscribe our channel and do share out and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.